All right, welcome to the new snapshot from Minecraft. As you can see, desert villages are the next ones to get updated. We got this really, really tall structure as one of the new things here. I like this one. It seems like there are more unique structures here than necessarily on some of the other ones, including a bit of double planing textures freaking out over there. There's a very, very tight staircase all the way up here. You can find emeralds and chests, cacti. We can wander down this long spiral staircase that seems to just keep going forever. Take a quick look around the village. It's kind of cool. It looks like we kind of got a street going on. We've got plenty of the terracotta blocks laying around. These the yellow and blue ones accenting the village here. It looks cool. All these kind of Adobe style houses. I like it. And then you've also got this kind of castle looking thing. Remember the Alamo or something like that. More emeralds that you can find here now, which is pretty cool. Cacti in the windows. I like it. I like it a lot more. This is the same village that I've been using for a bunch of the other snapshot videos with the 1.14 snapshots, and it just looks a lot better now. It's pretty cool. Check out the interior of some of the houses over here. More emeralds to find. I placed that bell. It's not there by default. We've got some yoga mats here. We've got one of the lecterns that can't be right-clicked on. But we do have a couple of the new blocks that now have functionality. So it's actually happening. Also, we got saw in there. Okay, also, before we get into the blocks, villager textures. They're here. They're finally here. Everybody looks different. So you're a farmer. I can tell that now because of the hat. No, I didn't actually know because this is the first time I clicked on one of the dudes with the hat. But now it's like, oh, I know you're a farmer instead of potentially a fisherman or what else. And you are the weaponsmith. And I can tell because you have an eye patch. And you're the Fletcher, which I can tell because you're wearing a hat that has a feather in it. And I'm learning all this as I go. Also, there's a new profession. It's called a mason. I'm going to assume that's what the green guys are going to be used for, but the trades haven't been implemented yet. But I assume you're going to be the mason. And you're actually going to be functional. You're not going to just walk around the village occupying resources, doing nothing. And it's not that you were useless before, but you kind of were like a diamond hoe. But that's okay. You're going to be better now as soon as the trades are implemented. But I think you're the mason. Mason, how you doing? And they also have, they're going to carry different wardrobes, I guess, depending upon the biome of the village. So this is what the dudes in the desert are going to look like, as far as I'm aware, unless that hasn't been implemented yet. But we'll be in the Taiga village, which has also been updated in just a moment. Here, we got more dudes. Cartographer with the monocle looking fancy. Then we got librarian over here, which finally you can tell apart from that cartographer. Look at that, librarian, cartographer. It's so easy to tell the difference now. Oh, thank goodness. No longer do you have to wander around a village farm being like, okay, are you Nope, you're cartographer, not a librarian. Are you a librarian? Nope, you're not. God dang it, I can't find the librarians. Cool. So that's the Desert Village update. New blocks. You can click on the blast furnace now. You can click on the smoker now. We'll leave the barrel for just a moment. But they look the same as a furnace, right? The exact same inventory looking system other than the rename at the top. Here's the cool part, though. Okay? So here's the craft for the blast furnace. It's iron ingots and smooth stone with a furnace in the middle. It's kind of like a modded recipe and something that, I don't know, all the furnace generators and things like that. So the way that these work is they specialize in a particular resource. So blast furnace specializes in ores. And what I mean by that is it goes way faster. Look at how here. Hold on. Let's get a regular furnace out here. And we'll do a direct side-by-side comparison of the two. So let's take some of the ores out of here. Put them into here real quick. See? Slowly. This thing is just cranking things out. Watch. It's just going. It takes about 10 seconds for every single smelt in a regular furnace. Always has. That's still unchanged. But this, about 5 seconds when you put in ores. It only specializes in ores, though. In fact, I'm not even sure if you put in like a, let's say, pork chop. Will it even work? Let's see. Let's take out the ore. Let's take that out. It won't do anything. So it has to specialize in that particular thing. It's only good at that one thing, but it does it twice as fast as a standard furnace. On the other hand, as you might expect, the smoker specializes in food. This is the crafting recipe furnace surrounded by some logs. Pretty cheap either way around. And then it does the exact same thing. So we can throw in our, definitely grab myself some cooked pork chop there, which isn't really what we don't cook, what's already been cooked. Then you just burn it. But there we go. Cooks it twice as fast as it would otherwise. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I wonder if I added up all the time in my history of playing Minecraft, how long have I spent waiting for things to smelt? I bet you it would add up to like an entire day of my life has been spent waiting for things to smelt in Minecraft. If you added it cumulatively, all the time I've spent waiting on stuff. An entire day of my life. So this would bring it down to 12 hours, and that excites me greatly. All right, so that's what it looks like when it's operating. Here, let's throw more of the iron in there. That's what it looks like when the blast furnace is operating as well. Good stuff. Furnace, or smoker, blast furnace. Now we have the barrel. The barrel is actually just like a cheaper alternative to a chest, and it operates exactly the same. So my hypothesis was wrong about it being kind of like a deep storage unit or a barrel where you can put in a whole bunch, but only a particular item. So it's a chest for all intents and purposes. The difference being, however, I can put something on top of it and I can still access it. So what's weird about that is it basically means that a barrel is cheaper than a chest, and you can pack them more tightly with blocks on top of them. So why wouldn't you use barrels for everything now? Pretty much, right? Because it's half slabs, so it's one piece. It's, well, how much is that cheaper? That, I guess it's like one piece of wood cheaper than a chest. But then you can stack them or put it like right up against a roof and still access it. So it's just better. And then if you don't like to hear a chest opening and closing, or if you want to be sneaky and have people be able to steal your stuff without you being alerted because of a sound, you just make barrels and then no sounds. So barrels, they're just better than chests? I'm trying to think of a downside here. You can't combine them. It can't be a double chest, but you can just put two barrels next to each other and then put another there, put another there, and then you can access all of them. You could put a sign on it. You can label exactly what's in there. So, I don't know. They seem better. That's all I can say when it comes to barrels. Pretty cool. I can barely come up with a downside. Okay, bells. Bell me, bro. Click that. I should end every single video that I do with a little clip of me just bell me. They have sounds and an animation now, pretty much. If you right click it on the side that you would actually push it on, the like where there's a hinge there, like because it rocks that way. So you can't do it from this side. You have to do it from this side, and then great. You get the idea. Also, you can do the same thing on the one placed on the ground. You get it. Cool. Bells. They make noises. Let's check out the Taiga Village. All right. So Taiga Village, kind of like the snowy one with all the spruce, except combined with more cobble and mossy cobble. And also you have the grindstones, which are just out in front of this house, which is kind of a cool accent. You don't like mess with the... Whoa! Huh! Well, that's some loot. All right. Apparently villagers are way more valuable to loot these days. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that would be there. Huh. That's a cool little accent. Cool decorative elements. They're kind of... I'm seeing some of the things that people have put together as ways to leverage trapdoors and other things as decoration put to use in the villages, which is pretty cool. You got this little gardeny area going on with pumpkins and wheats, and this is actually, you might recognize this village from where I showed the pillager tower for the first time. It's kind of a cursed village. This dude's getting I'm so sorry, bud. This is a terrible situation. They're just stalking you from every side. You tried to hide around the back. It's like Groundhog Day every time that I recreate this world. Poor guys. But it's the same village as before. It just looks a little bit fancier now. But it's still got the pillager tower and all that. So it still kind of sucks to be here. And I'm sorry that I had to subject these villagers to the torment yet again. But anyway, this is just what the updated Taiga villages look like. It's I think the desert's my favorite. I'll be honest with you. I think they need the bell. There's a pillager attack, guys. You should be aware, be warned. It's bad out here. Get away while you still can. Okie dokie. Sorry, guys. Well, anyway, one more thing to note when it comes to the pillagers, a little update. In some of the pillager towers, you can now find a captain, which doesn't seem to be here. I was looking around for it. But if you take one of those down, then you get one level of the raid debuff thing applied to you, the bad luck debuff. So next time you enter a village, you get a raid that takes place. Whereas when it comes to one of the raid parties, if you take down one of the banner or flag carriers there, it applies like anywhere from 1 to 3 levels of that bad luck debuff. So you could get like a 3-tier raid with one of those next time you enter a village. So captains 1, the raid dudes 1 to 3. So just a little minor update with that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this week's Snapshot. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you've missed any updates and you want to catch up. Subscribe if you haven't done that. And hold on. Dang it, I'm in the water. Oh, okay. Well, we're in the water now. Bell me. You have hit that bell me now that it makes a noise. We have a noise to go around with it. It's great. All right, I'll see you next time.